she flutters by. In the days of the wind, she takes to the sky. No jar to contain her, no net to make her mine. She lays on my shoulder, if only for a tease. Then off to the wind, floating on the breeze. Forever in that moment, she'll be mine, butterfly. But I guess there's some things just not meant to hold. I guess if I love her, let it go. There ain't no making sense of that. And hoping's just hoping when we don't know where we're at. Want you to run so far, yeah, and fly so free. I've never felt so stuck in between. At the end of the day, just won't you say it's your mistake? I guess that's some things just not meant to hold.
Welcome back, Backseaters, to another educational broadcast of Live on Patrol. And Pat, you know we're supposed to start at what time?
9/11.
9/11. And what comes before 9/11?
9/10.
9/10. And what is 9/10 the call sign of?
The Watch Commander.
The Watch Commander. And who are some past Watch Commanders that we thought were the awesome addicts? Like,
well,
John Nord, you know.
John Nord. I've got to say, my wife Trish England.
Yep.
You yourself.
Well, that's kind of you.
Bob Gray was one of a kind.
He certainly was.
Young
now you're
man.
going back. Yep. Sit down there, young man. Yep. Well, you know, there's a new version of Watch Commanders over there now, and it's a new generation. And one of the ones that I'm most impressed by is one of the Watch Commanders that jumps on the camera system from the Watch Commander's office. And when there's calls, he actually sees what's going on.
And who would that be?
Danny Mack.
Well, that's funny you should say that, because I have a shout out to you, Commander Dan Mack, from us and from your mother. Happy birthday tomorrow. I'm going to say it. 43 years old, kid.
43 years old. 43 years old. And he still looks 25.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
So, happy birthday, Dan. And you're doing a great job in there. You know, when I came over as a Watch Commander after I took a leave from the sheriff's office for a little bit, he was there as a young patrolman. I could tell he was going to go places.
Oh, yeah.
So,
good cop, and he's carried it on into being a good boss.
Yeah, we think the world of him.
And yes, folks, this is snow.
Yeah, I can't even believe
April
it.
21st.
I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it. Each on the way here, it was like ice pellets. Ice pellets. So, Pat, you were listening to the radio. There was a number of shots fired calls, rapid shots. Shots fired on our way down here. and Spring Street, Cherokee. I mean, well, I don't know. You might know more of the locations.
You know, I was monitoring Deputy Darren McDonald.
Hang on one second. Hello. Okay. Got it. Impending. Thank you. Bye-bye. Pending call. We're not going to reveal the location at the moment, but Pat will have it here in a minute. We'll head over there. What were you saying, Pat?
Darren McDonald and some St. Paul squads responded to a call of, I believe it was St. Paul Public Schools security or Alta Park security, was watching some young men on camera passing a gun around up at Dunning Recreation Center.
That's right.
And Darren kind of coordinated the moving in and stopping of the vehicle, and they made 5 arrests and recovered a gun, at least one gun.
Oh, good.
I'm going to mute this 1 second.
So,
Let's see, is a traffic stop.
it's impending. Is it under suspicious? Here's what I got right here. White Toyota. Well, you just got a lazy computer.
I guess.
That's the thing. For the plate here.
There we go. It's been dispatched. That was the problem.
Okay. See if you can grab it. Since you're the Toyota expert.
White Toyota Corolla.
They got the plate. It's probably closer to the door, huh? Joe's the one that called it. Yeah, that sounds like. Can we get there or not?
Doesn't look like it.
Should we? We should, huh? Since we didn't see it in the other one. Go around. We're looking for a suspicious party prowling cars over here in the Joseph's parking lot over on Wabasha and Plato, and we got a license plate of the car, a white Toyota, but
360.
I don't know how long it's been in there, but
Can we confirm the address and apartment? That's
Sure what that is.
yeah, none of these, all right. Could be that broken down.
Copy.
It's been here a couple hours.
Why don't you give Joe a call?
Nope.
A couple of callers waiting for that info.
4483.
186, you can clear this advised and send us a shot fire.
Well,
102, I copy.
Making 21 minutes.
64, same traffic.
here's the St. Paul squad.
Hi, is this Stephanie? Hey, this is the sheriff's office. We're in the lot now. Did this car leave? You did.
And first squad's on the shots fired. We have another caller.
That white car right there. The squad just pulled up on it. Okay. He just.
Well, ask her what he was doing.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, we were just there in an unmarked car, and he wasn't there, so he came there like within moments. All right, good. Thank you.
He's pulling out. They're trying to. Alright, good. Is the St. Paul Scout behind him or not?
I don't think so.
Hang on, he may double check the plate.
That's it.
Yeah, no, I'm going to tell St. Paul.
2755 and 2400. We're going to be out with that vehicle at Joseph's.
Hands up.
2131. 26 eastbound on Edmond for that SUV.
Can you get that on Central North?
Copy. No further description on the suspect's clothing. Copy. 2136.
A lot going on tonight.
And information for Buzz around to the shots fired. Not sure if this is in relation or not. We have a caller 534 Marshall reporting rapid shots coming
You want
from
to check that
the
shots
north
fired
side
up there? I
far
think we'll
away.
run up there. We got a lot going on. We got shots fired. We're going to let St. Paul handle this call.
Central.
Oh, I think it's 500, Marshall.
Check your message when you got a second.
Got a Sherburne and Milton.
Let's try that one.
2032.
Responding. She no longer has the razor.
Sounded like they were last right outside the house. Heard a vehicle speed away, no vehicle description.
Is there in the notes, does it say there's another person up from Marshall? Because when you're out of the car, they said someone on Marshall called.
30 shots fired. Charles, 926 Charles.
Okay. Well, either way, I head up into the danger zone. Dun, dun, dun,
That is the only active shots fired.
So, Pat, you want to just cover what that gentleman had to say there? He denied prowling cars, said he was dumping garbage in their dumpster, which of course you're not supposed to do. His friend walked away to the gas station. The whole thing looked extremely hinky. However, there was nothing of interest in the car at that point, but we turned it over to the St. Paul police officer to make a final disposition.
His explanation wasn't making a lot of sense. Let's just say that.
I'll be at Sherburne Milton. Check for any casing.
Copy.
5970.
Didn't make any sense to pull back into a lot either. That's the other thing.
Several shell casings here. Charles and Milton.
Charles and Milton, several.
Casings at Charles and
And all the shots fired tonight, they're claiming they're rapid fire, which is a big concern to all of us. Big concern. Hey, by the way, while we're on the way up there, I went to the visitation tonight up in Polk County, And I do want to make sure we recognize and honor the sacrifice and service of Josh Owen.
Absolutely.
He'll be laid to rest tomorrow. I posted a picture of his squad car outside of the Memorial Gymnasium there that they're having the visitation in, but
You can clear us. If he calls back and doesn't
but I
respond,
want you to think about this. When I was there, the most powerful moment came when it was an open casket. Josh was there. He's an amazing man. They were watching the video of his life and his family, and you can tell he's an amazing man, a serviceman that served, but just a wonderful, wonderful person. And
Can't find anybody to say a bad word about him.
no, and he has a 10-year-old son. His brother has a young daughter, and a lot of pictures of them together. And had a chance to meet his father, and his father was really a quality person, you can tell, and very appreciative of law enforcement, just really pro law enforcement, and very kind person. But in the open casket, there was a letter right next to Josh that his 10-year-old son had written to him. And I'm telling you, that was heart-wrenching. I'm not sure not everybody took time to read it, but I did. And
all I got from one of the witnesses here,
there's nothing sadder
is they don't know if they were shooting at anybody.
to think about how much his 10-year-old son loved his father, and now he's gone.
Copy. For witness.
I mean, you could tell he was his role model, idol from all the pictures and stuff. So I want you to think about evil, how evil can just raise itself and take out a long-time public servant. And there are several ways if you want to donate. Here's what I would say. If you're interested in helping the family and the child, and they are going to need help, there's nothing like losing the primary breadwinner in a family. It doesn't matter how it happens. But if you go to the Pope, P-O-P-E, County Sheriff's Office, Pope County Sheriff's Office has there's two banks that are collecting money through checks, or they'll take phone call, credit cards. They do not have it online. And then the LEL Lima also has a website, but you can get all the information on the Pope County Sheriff's Office website. And I had a little time to visit with the Pope County Sheriff. As you might imagine, he's devastated, and as any sheriff would be, losing someone that worked in their department. But these small departments are like families.
Absolutely. And they're hugely a part of the community. I mean, it devastates a community that size.
Yeah. So anyhow, Pope County Sheriff's Office Facebook page or website will tell you if you're interested in donating to help his 10-year-old son and wife manage their future. And it's not as if, there always is some insurance and, death benefits, but it doesn't begin to cover the cost of replacing financially having someone that, I don't know. Anyhow, that's all I got to say about that.
Well, I'd urge everyone. It's very too lengthy to read out, but his father, Josh Owen,
He posted,
made a Facebook post, and if you type in Josh Owen in the search bar of your Facebook, you'll see an officer by the name of Michael Longben reposted his words, and it's very emotional.
Okay, when did the dad post that? Do you know?
I'm not sure when he did.
Okay.
Longben posted it 4 hours ago.
Okay. Yeah, I could tell he's a quality person.
9171. 9171. 1740 4th Street for
You know,
for a juvenile that lives in Unit 302 in the hallway. with
someone
the second
reposted
juvenile
words
being
from
loud. For the caller,
someone
the
very
juvenile
well
is
known and
hospital
powerful in this country,
outside of his apartment.
saying there was
11-year-old white male.
no reason to send police to domestic violence calls.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Copy. We'll take you by
And the two officers from Chautauqua and Cameron, Wisconsin last week, and now Deputy Josh Owen from Pope County in Minnesota this week, all killed in relation to a domestic violence call.
Flag 263.
And two officers wounded in Pope County at the same call.
Well, the thing is, if you don't have a policy and practice of sending police, then you're ensuring that the women are going to continue to be victimized, because
Because it is primarily women who are, there are male victims, but it is definitely primarily women.
I'm gonna call back to the cop. I had to confirm the
so a
address.
couple kids running east here.
Just now you saw?
Well, I mean, earlier from the shooting down there, running east on Sherwood.
Staff intervene, sounded like a physical altercation when the line disconnected.
Let's check out my new light.
Negative response,
What do you
2141.
think?
Well, it's, a good, it's got a broader
Shine
beam,
on that building
but
over
it's
there.
very bright.
You shine it. Check out yours. See, oh yeah, yours is
51.
mine's a little broader, but yours is narrower.
Go on.
Okay, can I change that or not?
3 coast demo.
No, that's
standard.
standard.
Okay.
Which is actually not
For
a bad
close
idea.
for close encounters.
Right.
Yeah. You're like I'm the close encounter guy, and you're like the. What would it be?
7130.
Voyage to outer space.
7 I copy the call. All advisors, squad 0.
It's 3 traffic. 316, they're gone. North 161, I'm kind of right there. 686. Union X-ray George.
You got 3 on?
I do.
I believe about an hour.
And Intel.
Okay.
24 copy. 64 copy.
2142.
Apostle. There's a call at Apostle.
Oh. Well, thank you to my friend Nikki Marie. She posted just now the words from Josh Owen's father.
Copy. Is there a spot to back to 81?
Somebody walking up here on the left.
Report of juveniles fighting in the parking lot.
Well, let's go down to that one. It's
We're
the
at-
parking lot down at by the Frogtown Center. We've had a fair number of fights down at the Frogtown Community Center. And there, tons of the times we don't sometimes seem like we do much good. We run into these calls and the kids all run every which way, but that usually stops someone from taking a beating.
Yeah. Wait, when you copy that.
They're trying to find a car to run up to.
164.
Send me the DOC if they pause up.
We can prevent a crime from occurring.
Just Victor, Juliet, Tango, Victor, 412.
Saves everybody grief. The court system, us, the child, the victim.
Copy. 2144.
I'll be out with 2168.
Stand by. Can you read the comments on this one? Because there's
I'd love to.
can't find it.
Nope.
It might be a Lafon.
It was on my screen for a moment and completely disappeared.
That's weird.
535.
Goodbye. Myself and 5 now VOT. Have a good night.
Copy, you 2144.
2363 Tango.
Is there a 230 Como call? They might have switched it from the LaFont call to the Como call. But it's the same.
365 BOT.
That's Como is what was up on my screen
Oh.
and disappeared.
Really? Okay.
Copy
I
of May
don't-
2147.
Do not understand why this happens.
I think somebody's screwing with you, Pat.
I think so too.
Because there's supposed to be some cars involved. KGL 563.
I'm going to tell her to assign me to it. That'll settle it.
Yeah,
Then I can get all the details.
okay. If it's still out, I don't know where would it go.
2755. Put me on the
There we go.
correct on the center call.
Copy 2758. 2145.
Well,
2755.
Confirm.
Bravo Golf
2755,
Foxtrot
2145.
917. You see a fight?
Oh no, it wasn't serious fighting.
What was it?
It was just for YouTube, just small.
YouTube?
With gloves, yeah.
You know, there's about
I'm
four.
sorry for that. We were allowed.
There's
to,
4 squad cars coming here just to take care of your YouTube fight.
Oh, I didn't record it. It was little bros, like
Little bros?
not my real little brothers, but like they love my little bros. Yeah, I'm sorry.
What's your name?
Tenzin.
What is it?
Tenzin.
Tenzin. So are they little younger Korean kids or what?
They're like, no, we're Tibetan.
Tibetan? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
281.
They're like 17. Like,
Tibet-
they're like high school.
They're gone?
Yeah.
You back 2755 at that.
Lesson learned,
231
right?
Yeah, that's one. Yep.
Thank you.
Sorry.
All right.
Have a nice night.
2755.
2755.
Gentlemen,
This is all cleared out here.
you
We
know
are
when you-
told it
when-
was
when you play fight,
some very young males
Please
with
come, you know?
boxing gloves
yeah.
filming it on YouTube. And
what's
it
the
is,
YouTube channel?
service is not required.
Oh, hey,
Copy 281. Did you copy that?
What's it called?
T-Nami Vlogs.
Copy clear.
We have like 7, 8
2147.
videos. Is it okay if I can record you for the vlog?
Yeah, you can record me. That's fine. You always can record me, but I need to know exactly how to spell your YouTube.
Okay, it's
T-
T N
A
A
M
M
Y
Y and then space and then
TNAMY space.
Yep, and then vlogs.
Squad 186.
Then how do you spell that?
Vlogs, yeah, like how people like
Copy
vlog.
2632.
Vlog, okay.
VLOG.
Just advising, I still have that shots fired on Marshall, still the only caller in the
And
area.
whose name is that? The beginning of it. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me. That's his term.
So how do you pronounce your name?
Nickname.
Nickname Tenzin. Any luck, Pat?
Copy 2148.
We're looking.
I'm finding 10 my bot, but not 10 May vlog.
2782 go.
I can pull it up on my phone.
Yeah, bring it over here. We want to see it.
277.
You can prove that you're actually. Is it still up? What you were doing here?
We didn't like upload it yet, but it's like
You don't do live?
2148.
it's not alive. We have like other videos.
What? You don't do live? Hey, check this
Oh,
out.
you got there's an
this.
S at the end. Vlogs.
Yeah, other than S.
Hey, check this out.
Copy
Okay, go on your phone. Go to YouTube, right? Go to Live on Patrol. Type Live on Patrol. YouTube.
This one?
Yeah. Click on that. Click on the current one.
Oh, the current video?
Yeah, the live. Go to live. Click on.
Us? Oh, it's us.
That's you, gentlemen. How many people are watching you?
Oh, wait, how many people are 7,000 people are watching.
7,000 people. Now you. Hey, give yourself an advertisement now, huh?
Can you say subscribe to T-Nami Vlogs?
Tina with T-Nami?
Yep,
T-Nami Vlogs. T-Nami Vlogs. Now you guys are Tibetan?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Where do you guys live? What part of town?
We're from New Brighton.
You came all the way down here to do a
The
video?
basketball tournament at this community center.
267 me Apostle.
Oh, you were in the basketball tournament?
Yeah, and the game, we were the very last game, so that's why we're here late.
I
There's
see.
a
I
Hyundai
see.
Tucson at Club Holiday. I'm going to check. He's got the
Well,
plates.
we are glad to have you. Nice to meet you. I'm Bob Fletcher. That's Pat Scott. Shout
All right, guys.
Shout out to Live on Patrol. You guys are on it.
Head to Holiday.
All right, see you guys. Thanks.
Head to Club Holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard it? Okay.
All right, gentlemen. Have a good night. No more play boxing.
My bad. Have a good one, son.
You do. But he didn't say it was stolen, right? He just said it was a Tucson, Hyundai Tucson in the lot.
No plates.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's interesting. Group of Tibetan kids here from New Brighton. They had a basketball tournament, and afterward they're producing a video, huh? That's pretty interesting. Well, we struck up a new relationship.
I already subscribed, and I'll be checking out the video later.
We already build a bridge to another community. Right?
Copy for shots fired. 1149 Walls Boulevard. One caller reporting 10 shots.
I never heard so many shots fired in a 1 hour period of time.
South Blue minivan, drive off eastbound.
380 copies.
Where are we going?
Right there.
Are we blocking?
Why not?
Copy.
There's nobody there.
360, we can back.
281, 435 University at the Mission.
Nicole was there as well.
Caller states for the
What's
they're
this?
going to the chapel and is being aggressive. Looks like about an hour.
Copy, 10-8.
Hour delay on it, but they are.
Hey, should we launch the drone?
306, you copy the shots fired?
You gotta have a little humor out here.
Copy.
Our troops had a little problem yesterday trying to arrest a bad guy, and they had the drone up on him, and it didn't go perfectly. So
We could say that.
yeah, it didn't go perfectly. But you know, as long as something is learned from every attempt,
Oh, and definitely there was some
failure is
lessons
okay.
learned.
Periodic failure is okay. Just keep getting better all the time. This is Sergeant Suki checking out this Hyundai without plates. Nicole is next to him. They are on the case. Seems like the guy's having a smiley conversation.
Yes, indeed.
Good work. Did you notice the little incense kind of, they're Tibetan kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not really familiar with the religion and the Tibetan
I'm just
culture.
wrapping up this AOA. You guys good at holiday, or you need me over there?
But it was interesting
Everything's good at the holiday.
because they had those little, what do you call those?
Copy that.
Those little
Incense
shrine-
burner.
Yeah, the incense, but it's in the form of a little shrine, right?
Oh, okay.
Some of our listeners are familiar with the.
171.
I don't know if the Tibetans are all Buddhist or not. It might be.
I'll be checking cameras at 901 Sherburne.
Copy, checking cameras 901 Sherburne. 2953.
New Brighton is in Ramsey County, so welcome you guys.
534.
There was a shots fired on Marshall, but it's in pending still.
526 and 537.
After 23 minutes.
526.
Well, we found it.
At Union Depot.
Rapid shots coming
Copy.
from northwest of Edges, but far away. Okay, that's
Could have been
fine.
these up here, yeah. Northwest, that probably makes some sense.
Yep.
Well, too bad we don't have shot spotter.
Bravo 100.
That
What
would
is
be
the
nice.
call at Union Depot?
What do we have?
It's going to be a caller stating someone made a threat against him via blackmail. 30 years old, 5'8" to 5'9", wearing a blanket wrapped around him. Subject is still near the caller. The caller is waiting for a train. Train.
Well,
Oh. Looks like Deputy Darren McDonald
your video
and
transmission.
the St. Paul officers recovered at least 2 firearms from up by
and how did the call come
Done
out?
and
Oh,
ready.
somebody observed them handing
on camera.
it around.
Yep.
Bravo 100. Sorry, I was distracted. I'll handle the call. I'll cancel that call that was coming.
Copy. 534, you guys can cancel.
The Wild are ahead?
2-0 in the second period.
Damn, that's awesome. That's awesome. Gotta call my son, see if he's watching. They get some friends over to watch, but I don't know if he was watching. I think the last game was so depressing. It's hard to it's hard to turn it back on. I was watching the Wild and the Timberwolves last time, and that. You watching the Wild game at all, or? Oh, well, I don't know. I think it's too old, but yeah.
Man.
Dallas scored one? Oh, Jesus. All right. Dallas just scored. All right. Thanks, buddy. Love you. Bye. 2-1, he says now. He's in the basement with some friends watching that. Well, see, 2-1. Somebody put AJ Ballas corrected it. Well, at least the snow stopped.
Yeah.
Right?
Indeed. Lost a screw out of my... Oh, man.
Well, it's better than having a loose screw.
It sounded like it fell into that pocket. Remind me when we go EOT, would you?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm on it. I'll lock that one right in there. Hey, look for your lost screw when you get out.
Copy, I'm doing that now.
These are hard to get.
I'm going to find it and sell it back to you.
You can be so cruel.
Copy, 156.
Give me that alarm.
Just go to assist for an alarm. 823 7th Street, audible covering the front door. Copy, 2156.
A lot of little random shots fired. No victims yet tonight, but a lot of reports of automatic weaponry floating around. We did yesterday, in the afternoon, we had a person shot in Falcon Heights.
Yep.
Ironically, it's a person we were very familiar with,
Very familiar.
whose girlfriend lives in Falcon Heights, off of Larpenteur, just west of Snelling. And casings from 2 different guns were recovered there. So we think there was a minor shootout of some sort. The victim only got a grazing wound. How lucky is that, huh? A grazing wound.
Mm-hmm.
But we do believe we know who the shooter was, and this is the problem. There's a lot of reasons that people shoot at each other. I mean, obviously some is rivalry, you know, some is economic gain. But also, there's one other category, and that's likely this one. It's called competition for a woman.
Huh.
So, flashing red here. I wonder if that means the fire truck's thinking of coming out.
T24 block out.
Copy, 224, 2158.
We are making progress, though. I'm happy to report there are some young men that really want to try to succeed, even though they've had a few failures along the way.
There are some success stories.
Well, I'm not going that far yet. I mean, yes, there's success stories, but I mean, it takes a good 6 months to a year of proving yourself. You got to stop stealing cars. That's number one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stop stealing cars, and then stop shooting at each other.
From the east team to the south, I can see aerial fireworks.
Oh, that's good to know. Where's that?
Copy, aerial fireworks south of ECU.
South of what?
ECU. You have any idea what that is? Emergency communication.
Yeah. They're coming from the Saints gate.
Saints Gate. That's what I was wondering. CHS.
Copy, coming from the Saints gate.
So the St. Paul Saints are a minor league baseball program that has some great baseball, great stand. I'm surprised they're playing in this weather, though. But they have fireworks following the Saints game. And So if we get calls on fireworks now, if we get calls on shots fired now, it's likely fireworks.
Bravo 842, EOD.
A lull in the action right at the moment.
Well, that happens when Live on Patrol comes on. There's a surge in electricity in the gang field, though, for all the microwaves popping popcorn. Dan Mack wasn't working in the Watch Commander's
Bravo
office
100
tonight.
GOA.
If he was, I was going to call him out into the Sally Port, have him introduce himself.
Who was that?
Mac, Danny
Oh,
Mac.
that would have been nice.
But Castle's working.
Hmm.
There's a fine gentleman.
There is another great watch commander. He
Oh,
will
my
he will
goodness.
go down.
Yeah, I just
There's a
love that
great
guy. Just polite, friendly, and a good arbitrator. When he's out in the community, when he was out there as a sergeant, did an amazing job talking to people, calming people down. You know, he had that kind of ingrained smile, you know. So some people got it. Some people got a personality that makes it all work.
Yep.
We're still working on it here.
Well, I'm going to periodically do these when we have lulls
Yeah,
in
please,
the action.
please do that.
Linda
yeah.
Jean Connor, 54 years old today. Happy birthday.
Checking for our squad to start 360 copy on shots fired. 737 Wilson. Possibly related to the fireworks. Caller heard, said she heard
I would
multiple
guess.
shots from the east. I believe 2 minutes, something else seen or heard.
Bravo 173 EOG.
Copy Bravo 173, 2202.
By the way, is Linders helping you put those lists together a little bit?
This is just, oh yeah, he does a great job. So does Carol.
Just want to make sure, both of them, huh? Good.
Copy, going to be the fireworks.
QOB 10-8, you can send us on shots fired.
SNR with 264, I can start for the other hang up.
306, we copy that.
Thank you, 2202. Copy, 264.
Carrie Schmidt had her birthday on the 18th of April.
Thank you, 2202.
So happy birthday to you, Carrie, from
You clear this up,
your husband Doug and from us.
We're here, yeah.
Copy, 224, you guys can clear.
Happy Tax Day, Carrie. Happy Tax Day. Yeah, I don't know, Carrie, because of your birthday, they moved Tax Day from Monday to Tuesday.
Well, thank you for giving us a couple extra days there.
Yeah, very nice.
You put our call pending, save it for us, put us out on traffic.
Farmer and Carol. Nick Peters hit us up to let us know it's your 45th wedding anniversary tomorrow.
That is something.
Yep. Farmer watches LOP constantly. So happy 45th anniversary from us, from Nick, from Natalie, Drew, Stella, Hayden, and Cole.
188.
Is there anyone from gangs monitoring right now?
Oh, I got
for anybody from
a picture of perhaps a new cover for Live on Patrol from Katrina today.
I saw that, yeah.
Or you can send me the
That's
position.
pretty cool.
We're kind of holding off posting anything new on the department page or Live on Patrol until Josh Owens is properly buried.
281,
And then,
34.
Checking channel 3 for anyone with gangs.
Start next week, we'll have some more new posts for you to look at.
I was actually kind of reluctant to do shout-outs tonight, but
Taking a response to 204.
It's all right. I think it's okay.
I think Josh would encourage everybody to go on living their best lives.
Have a good night, 3204. Squad 188.
Well, I'll tell you what, anytime, this is a shout out to all the small towns in Minnesota, because anytime I'm out in a small town like that, Minnesota, Iowa, North Dakota, Wisconsin, and South Dakota, it applies to all of you in the 5-state area. The Midwestern nice just jumps out at you.
Squad 120.
And,
Right towards the shots fired on Marshall. 30 minutes old. One caller.
just want to thank you all for your small town hospitality. I'm sure it's that way throughout the country, but
The heart and soul of
it's,
this country.
it's just really kind the way that.
361.
Well, and to be honest with you, it's,
Fireworks device.
I mean, obviously there's a little less crime out there, okay? So it's a little easier to trust people, but it's more than that.
185 tank, 1 PG.
So,
And something like this shakes the foundations of that. Very unfortunately. Courtney Sisma wants to thank me for always pronouncing her last name correctly. It's going to be her 43rd birthday on Monday. Well, happy birthday to you, Courtney. Well, I'm going to try on this one, Tammy. Tammy Chupik. Her parents, Glenn and Dolores Soderstrom, got married 70 years ago on April 11th, and they still live in the same house. Yes, you are truly blessed, Tammy. Well, happy anniversary, Glenn and Dolores.
how many years ago?
70. 1953. The year before I was born, they got married.
Plus 534 and 526 with a Boston copy.
Here we go.
Bravo 252 on the OT.
241 Kellogg, shots fired. Caller said he can hear lots of shots towards the Kellogg Bridge. He also heard people yelling during the shots.
Well,
East from where it is.
well, maybe the other fireworks are over. What do you think?
427.
We'll be finding out.
I don't know. I don't.
36 was the time delay.
Yeah, good. Ask the time delay. A good question. What's
No time delay noted. I can have the caller as a TC ask. 361.
Check it out.
Yeah, I don't know if the fireworks go that long. Maybe they do. Well, if we had Shot Spotter, we could tell whether they were fireworks or gunfire, Pat.
Yes, we could.
We wouldn't have all this
534,
guesswork.
526. It looks like on the cameras that they are shooting off fireworks.
Okay. So it looks like on the cameras they're still shooting.
Okay.
Not at this time.
Direction that to cancel the blast came from. It's going to be the fire.
If the Wild win this game, this is going to be an awesome series.
Indeed.
Holy mackerel. We might have to just go offline and watch the game. How come you're not saying nothing?
526 and 534. Did you copy that?
Yeah, thanks.
4431.
Well, if we can't go offline and go watch the game, the best thing we can do is pull up alongside Tom Reed's and looking at the video.
Look at the monitors.
Look at
There
the
you go.
monitors. Oh, the Timberwolves. Timberwolves came back. They were ahead by 1 point. It was. Well, first of all, you watch the Wild primarily, but then when the Wild got behind, you flip over to the Timberwolves. Then when the Timberwolves got behind, you flip back to the Wild, right?
Stay for the best.
220.
Isn't it funny how you don't really even know anybody personally, but you feel like you know them because they're your team,
There you go.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And let me just say this. I mean, I'm a big hockey fan. You know that? I mean, I'm a big hockey fan. But those professional basketball players are some athletes. Huh?
Unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness. 7 foot, 6'10", muscular, can jump, run up and down that court. Those are some athletes. I mean, hockey is a unique skill, mind you, and you got to start young. You really got to train, and you got to develop those edges. And Krill is an amazing example of a person that can do things with the stick and the puck. But how on earth do those basketball players shoot those 3-pointers from way outside like that? How is that? How do you get that level of
Unbelievable.
Right.
Spoke to the people that are hanging out from the park here. They said they did not hear any shot fired coming from the south.
they didn't have 3-pointers when I played. Well, I didn't play basketball. I played hockey, but I was a full-time wrestler, and then hockey was my true love. But then in the summertime, Hal Norgard up at North St. Paul would run a summer basketball league for all his basketball players. And he would let a few of us football players come and play basketball for him.
Oh, fun.
Just to toughen up. He wanted us to toughen up his basketball players, which was fine by me. I couldn't shoot, but I could rebound pretty good. He just said, Fletcher, keep those elbows up. Just keep knocking those guys around. Teach them how to rebound. Teach them how to rebound. And, so I did my job. I trained those. They went to the state tournament the next year. I trained them in boxing out. But Hal Norgard, great basketball coach at North St. Paul. What do we got going here? There's a party bus. We got down on West 7th Street here. We got to give this a name. We got to give this whole intersection a name. Like they have in San Diego, they got the gas. Oh, what did he say? Are they swearing at you? He said, like, he's waving after he swore at you. I think he's had too much to drink. Should we pull over the passenger?
Get out of there. Get out of that bus.
You know your name. Anyhow, like they got the Gaslight District. We gotta have a name for this.
San Francisco has the Tenderloin, the Mission District.
Yeah, we could call this something. We should, come on, backseaters, come up with a name for the West 7th Street between Walnut. We can call it the Wild District, because the Wild's at the end of it.
Not bad.
Well,
Not bad.
Well, just throwing stuff out. People are down here partying tonight. It is. The Timberwolves and the Vikings are over in Minneapolis, so we gotta honor the.
Color canceled. She's on her vehicle.
Yeah, it was 7 corners, but that just doesn't have the ring to it.
No, and that's just the intersection up there. We need this 2-mile stretch with Casetas, Reed.
District Wild.
District Wild. I know. I like it.
7th District.
It is kind of 7th District. That's for people. The 7th District. The 7th Streeters already have a name for their 7th Street, but
The Trail.
well, what can we call it? This is Walnut Street. The other one's Chestnut. We could call it the Nut District. Okay, let's just see what we got going here. Can you see what the score is? We're at Tom Reed's.
GG4 squad for a little Blanco.
Did we score again or not?
3-1 Minnesota.
3-1 Minnesota. Oh, there it is. There it is. Shot. Hit. Oh, yeah, deflected off his shoulder. Or did he get a stick on it? You can't use your stick above the shoulders. That's probably what they're reviewing.
Hey, mister, sit down so we can see.
Oh, he waved it off. Or did he? 2-1, they waved off the goal. What's the tip here? You tip. Yeah, you can't be above the shoulders. It's very close. I would have gave it to him. Oh, they're reviewing? No. It was called no goal on ice.
Are you serious, Ryan? You're gonna pull this shit?
Your brother and Brianna? That's fucked up.
What are you talking about,
Don't do
Brianna?
that.
They're reviewing it. The refs are reviewing it up in the box.
Who's
I think they give that to him. I've watched this many times. I think they give
Come back here.
Foligno. He's not going to be. He may end up fighting the refs. Foligno. He's got enough fights under him. He may end up fighting with the refs. You got to give him that one.
No, I'm not going there.
Well, there's your friend.
Let's start with the one call. That's going to get me in our house. Like colors, their daughter. Friend's house.
320.
Home high on the run.
320.
The colors say there was no clearance yet.
So the goal judge said it was good. The refs convened and he said no goal. And now they're looking upstairs in the box.
320 with the squad to assist.
It's not where the stick was, though. It's where the puck was.
Boyfriend is assumed to leave, nothing physical. Jonathan Lindsay, black male, 36 years old, 5'8", average build, unknown clothing. Caller did advise that he took her gun.
Go!
Oh, there we go. All right. Flick. I would give.
Here.
I've seen a lot of those types of calls, and they, unless it's really high, they give it to them. 3-1, Wild. 3-1. All right. It's on ESPN, I think. If you want to tune in, if you're in the Twin Cities, ESPN 202 or 203 on Xfinity. We got to see a goal while we're working.
Yes, indeed.
3-1. Doesn't get any better than that.
Well, folks, taking some time between this afternoon and this evening from 370 South Snelling, be looking for a 2010 Cadillac SRX, which is an SUV, white in color, JGC 392, Juliet Golf Charlie 392. Party District, Sports District.
361.
Have 380 go for please.
The Bat District. Right in there. That's where they're playing, folks. Right there in front of the XL Energy Center, right in front of us. First two games are down in Dallas Stars. And for those of you that don't know, the reason the Stars got their team in the first place is the Minnesota North Stars the owner moved them down to Dallas.
Yes, indeed.
When they wouldn't build them a new stadium in Bloomington or Minneapolis, the state legislature. So he said, heck with it, I'm out of here.
And what a lot of people these days don't know, the LA Lakers were originally the Minneapolis Lakers.
There you go. That's another one.
Their origins are right here in the Twin Cities, the Minneapolis Lakers.
So, Shaq, you have St. Paul DNA. And speaking of connections to Dallas,
Jeff, I like that idea. Batman's Party District.
Batman's Party District, yeah. Batman's Party District.
7th Street Central. Nope, we're monitoring about 8 radio channels, folks. There's just not a whole lot happening right now.
No. So that's good for those of you Wild fans that you can kind of watch the Wild.
8197. Thank you. If you want to disregard, this is going to be a call that originally started at Mounds 2.
And in between, was it in between? Or at the same time, we had the St. Paul Fighting Saints.
122.
That's right.
And they were some scrappers.
They were related. We had relatives of the Hanson brothers on that team.
Yeah, no kidding.
122 copy for an assist.
Joe Youngham's brother played for them. Well, he played for the North Stars, actually. Now I'm thinking about, what am I thinking of?
Originally started at Mounds 2. Friend's house.
361.
Which is high. 13-year-old.
You call it half an hour per week. Yeah, it's Mississippi Lawson.
So, two of my favorite players were, of course, Zach Parise and Ryan Suter. And Parise now plays, I think, for the Islanders. They traded him away, and just a great kid. And trained locally by Diane Ness here at Diane Ness
we'll take that right.
School of Skating. Diane and Andy, they do an amazing job. So if you ever want to get your kids into a great skating program, you know, Zach Parisi was trained by her, and one of the fastest players really ever in NHL, and scrappy, quick kid. But Ryan Suter was a defenseman. They both came here at the same time, and they built the program around those two guys. And while Zach went to the Islanders, Ryan is playing for the Dallas Stars.
Okay.
So I don't know if you Wild fans saw the cheap shot he took on Krill. He cross-checked him right in front of the goal, and there were some words. I mean, Krill is a skilled player, but there were some words exchanged. Obviously, we're not watching the game tonight. Wish we were, but I'm sure there's going to be some. If the score gets any more out of control, I mean, a 2-goal lead in hockey is the worst goal in hockey. But if we get a 3-goal lead, there's going to be some physicality associated with it. And
no doubt.
But Suter's playing for a lot of home fans here. But in the first game, Dumba checked one of the Stars players, and there was a review whether or not he hit him too hard in the head, because you can't go for the head. And turned out it was all fine and good. It was a good hit. He didn't get a penalty, but the fans hated it. Actually, the player didn't play the next game. The fans hated it, so every time Dumba was playing in Dallas, they were just booing him whenever he had the puck. It was intense. I will say that first game of 2 overtimes may have been one of the finest hockey games ever, and just in terms of the effort both teams gave. And I know there's great games out there, but double overtime with the effort that both teams were putting in was amazing.
113.
Very cool.
113.
And message to young hockey players. You know how the Wild had a hard time scoring in that first game? They just could not get anything by the goaltender. And Dallas' goaltender
University Unit 402
is amazing.
Daughter
Here's a message. You know, when Hartman scored that goal to put the game away in second overtime, it was only because Steele had forechecked in the corner, causing the clearing pass from the defenseman to deflect out front to Hartman. So you don't always have to be the best scorer. If you're a great forechecker, you can cause free pucks to get coughed up and someone else can put them in. So forechecking in hockey is top priority, no matter how good you are with the puck.
Young men and women, there is your hockey tip of the night.
We're headed over to the east side. I think some of our viewers want to turn on the Wild game.
Could be.
Can't really fault them.
No.
I mean, so we mentioned, we'll post something this week, but mentioned May 6th, 2 to 5. We're going to do a little meet and greet. So put it on your schedule. A number of the guys will be there. Girls too, hopefully. Nikki will be able to make it May 6th, 2 to 5. More details to be forthcoming, but rest assured that's the date. May 6th, 2 to 5.
It'll be a fun afternoon, folks.
Only 3 inches of snow are predicted.
I shouldn't laugh. We've seen snow in May before.
4431 traffic.
So Channel 3 is that quiet now too? It's just amazing.
Yep.
Denny's parking lot off Woodland and White Bear. John, you can call. Bravo 251 UT.
I stopped at the Burger King in Clearwater
Have a good night. 2224.
on the way back.
Copy. 3050 White Bear Avenue at 2224.
Made the mistake of getting the large onion rings.
Uh-oh. And you're feeling it.
No, not yet, but nothing like a large Burger King onion ring with a lot of salt.
Oh, gotta have lots of salt.
We gotta come up with a really good West 7th Street name.
Hockey Alley.
Hockey Alley, I like it. Hockey Alley.
320. Hey, 3.
Go ahead.
Just spoke to the caller. Nothing happened today. No crime. He just had for a gun.
50-year-old 5'8" Denville's wearing a black
Don't know
jacket
when
with a
that.
white
He's
hood
probably
and black hat.
Hey, 3 squads coming.
Copy. Spoke to the cop. No crime today. Possibly still has the gun on him.
Peaceful.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, let's use the P word, not the Q word.
Yeah, good idea.
Nice and peaceful.
What else can I report on? I had a meeting with the Commissioner of Public Safety, Bob Jacobson, the other day. It was yesterday, actually. Very fine man.
Contacted the house from squad that just knows they moved away back up north and they come north to south on Jane to take the 1-4 corner. Myself, 320 and 380.
What we got going there, Pat?
We'll get the 2-3 corner. And then she's saying that the best contact point will be the back blue. They contact in the back.
Jinx. While you're looking that up, Pat's looking at call up on the east side over here. Sounds like they're looking for somebody. But Bob Jacobson and his lovely wife Diane, she wasn't there, but want to thank her for letting him go back to work full time.
I can't have 380 or 3 or Seidel and his partner come over here.
Chief Axel Henry and Under Sheriff Mike Martin, Drew Evans from the BCA, Matt Langer, by the way, all quality people, and the General and the Colonel from the National Guard. Just discussing protocols for working together. How we in the East Metro can work together.
His boyfriend refusing to leave. He took the caller's gun and hid it somewhere.
That's over there by the freeway, huh?
Yeah, may have the gun on him.
We are over on Johnson Parkway. On the east side, Johnson Parkway, northbound at Minnehaha.
Boss, I'll give you a call. Thank you.
44-313 traffic.
I guess there's some transfers coming in the St. Paul Police Department. Did you get into that?
Upper level?
Yeah.
Helicopters down due to weather.
Helicopters down due to weather.
I wonder if it's this deal. Oh.
Yeah, I turned this other radio on as long as it's relatively quiet with our 5 or 6 backup channels.
Area 35 in Juniper for a possible jumper.
35 in Juniper, possible jumper.
614-500. 6-9, the location.
I got my tennis shoes on tonight. Did I mention that, Pat?
You mentioned you were getting them
Yeah.
because you were feeling rather fleet of foot today.
All right. I'm gonna run somebody. I mean, not down, but I'm gonna keep up with someone tonight because I got my PF Flyers.
There you go.
You remember PF Flyers?
Oh yeah.
Red Ball Jets.
Oh yeah.
Jets. I haven't seen the movie yet about the Air Jordan tennis shoes. About how that came about.
No, it looks like it might be good.
Yeah, Matt Damon, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But,
We'll be running some tests here. 302, I'm not going to head up to that call.
302 is going to go up and coordinate.
Can you repeat the location of that jumper?
35 in Juniper.
35 in Juniper. Jumper. 223. 73. 71's good. Okay, so we've got 2 sets of troopers here. We've got enough.
Well, I suppose we'll head over there in case there's a foot chase.
Now, if you get out and you start running, just leave the key fob.
Okay. Got it. Well, you should be the one to run.
That's locked in. Got me for a second.
You are the bat.
Man. Yeah, I'm looking through it now.
What else is going on over here? Well, the mayor gave his State of the City speech. I haven't watched it yet. I am going to go back and watch it. I was kind of interested in what he had to say about crime.
122.
But,
yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Take another one.
The governor gave the State of the State speech. Was the mayor on Tuesday, the governor on Wednesday?
I don't recognize any of the departments.
Copy 122. Can you start to 1096 Chatsworth Street North? 6 juveniles on bicycles that are riding in the street and being loud, possibly having a party because their parents are out of town.
I'm not sure I remember
2232.
many of the. I mean, I've been at a number of mayor's State of the City speeches. You know,
Right.
because I've attended as a council member, but as a sheriff, I'm not sure I remember
242.
many of them
The loan number is 458.
in terms of their impact. Why do you think that is?
I'm working the street radio.
They just don't seem to be real memorable or hard-hitting or...
Maybe I should remember them. I remember Norm Coleman fighting for the Wild, for the stadium.
Right.
And Norm was the kind of guy that, when he spoke, he had a command presence.
Oh, he was a hockey player himself, wasn't he?
Norm? I don't think so.
No?
5181 squad.
He could have been. He's from New York, though.
New York City?
Did you see that car just ripping into the lot there?
Randy Kelly gave a good speech. The thing about Randy, he was always trying to do something. Some people give speeches just to be heard,
Mm-hmm.
but Randy was always trying to accomplish something.
Right now.
I mean, the BCA building is a great example, the Phelan corridor, stuff that he would fight for, and ultimately sometimes that, wears you out when you're fighting so hard, but
200.
Norm for the Wild.
211 is a stretch.
Copy 2231.
But, yeah, maybe it's that you got to have a vision for something concrete rather than just mushy stuff. That could be it, right?
Yeah.
Some concrete accomplishments that are going to show that we're making progress. Like,
that would be
no more,
Speaking of the
no more potholes.
We're not going to approach the house.
Speaking
Those
of
squads, if they're drunk, can clear out.
Speaking of concrete accomplishments,
Where she can go for the night.
are we still on that call, or is it fading away? The Jen's call. I'm just running over there in case something happens.
It's over.
It's over and done?
Yeah.
Kaput?
So, 10 thanks.
Have a good night, 2235. Copy 2235.
And 302, you can mark no
Yeah.
PWC.
What's the score of the Wild game?
Cop for the Minneapolis Federal Reserve, working off duty for Metropolitan Security, and the blackmail is gone. Apparently the Norwood and the Kean hired Metropolitan Security.
I don't think we were live on patrol, but the other day there was a call.
I'll go back and get that white SUV. That might be the Cadillac. All I got was the JGC, which matches.
Are we looking for one?
Yep, we're looking for JGC 392.
But which incident?
Stolen. The one I was talking about down at the Excel.
Okay.
Nope. There it is. I think that's it. It should be 392 if it's the right one.
8196 traffic.
Ah! I got the JGC
Yeah,
right.
no, it's good. Good
Silver
spot.
Lake Road and
Good spot.
3rd Street with David Mary X-ray 6930.
I'm sure you stop him and tell him you're half under arrest.
Copy. Silver Lake and 3rd.
But you're not quite halfway to a Cadillac.
Well, you're actually only 1,000th under arrest because there's 1,000 plates with the JGC.
3-1 still at the end of the second.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. You know, I gotta say, the most depressing hockey game I've seen in a long time, when the Gophers lost in the final, and they were up by 1. The team, they had a penalty. The team pulled its goalie at 6-4, and they scored. They tied up the Gophers, and then they beat them in overtime. That was really hard to watch in the national championship just recently. The team was good. I don't take anything away from the team they were playing, but it just was hard to watch. Hard to watch victory slip right through your fingers. So I'm not saying that's going to happen to the Wild tonight, okay?
No, it's not.
Because we got the greatest fans in America.
That's right.
Because we are the state of hockey.
Minnesota, the state of hockey.
State of hockey. This is our ice.
5183, clear squats GOA.
This is our ice. And just in case...
Whose ice?
Our ice. And if you don't know this, they make that ice from lakes and rinks all around Minnesota. You can bring your own cup of water from your rink down here to pour it into the mix.
Really?
The DNA of all Minnesota. We had 10,000 lakes in Minnesota, and the DNA of Minnesota lakes is in that water on that rink.
I love it. I did not know that.
And our friend Tom Reed, who owns Tom Reed, former North Star, if you didn't know this, he does commentary and perspective. He doesn't do play-by-play, but he is the commentator on the radio, local radio here. In fact, we could probably turn him on, and then we'd probably get a strike.
And his restaurant has outstanding food.
They contact with the mail. He doesn't have them on RC phone. He's going to leave tonight.
Oh, the mail's leaving?
Copy, make contact with the mail. Does not have a firearm. 2239.
Okay. Well, should we find it?
I think they said she got it back.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
I think that's one of those things I just let everybody not use tonight. Put it in a locker.
Were you trying to call
Not a bad idea.
earlier?
Yes, but I found the answer. Thank you.
Gentleman Cuts Barbershop. Mung TV. Been there several times. Quality TV.
Gentleman Cuts at a
Plaza Latina.
shooting there
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah. Was that The Dre one? Purnell?
I believe
Where
so.
the girl got shot?
Yes.
Yep. That's the problem with shootings. Well,
Squad 31.
when an innocent person gets shot. Donald's Apparel, still one of the greatest stores around.
Change our call to 103. Declare assistance. 83, I copy that call.
Copy 2040.
I'm arrived. All
The
right.
Street of Hockey from Gordy Jones.
Copy, you want to check that?
Gordy, yeah, Gordy be a good one. Gordy's written books,
A1 copy.
photography,
102.
class act. Gordy.
103. I just ran that Jeep that was back in with no front plate, which registers to Gustavo Perez.
That's those other channels in case we get slow.
51, A1, 51.
Gordy, you're one of the kindest, nicest people I've ever run into. And thank you for that.
Take a look.
He really is.
Thanks for being a backseater too, buddy.
1495 counter D Bravo West of Perkins. Caller staff saying there's a DK person in the female's restroom locked in the handicap stall doing drugs. Could be Hispanic or black female under 40s.
Oh, that's not good.
Sweater and pants. It's been in the restroom for the last 40 minutes.
11 o'clock. Well, there's a 24-hour Walmart up in Roseville.
Could you turn it to a channel that'll show us how clear hockey jerseys are?
That's right.
On the screen.
Go ahead. Minneapolis.
I'm glad we ran into those Tibetan kids. I think that's...
Happy, what's your location?
They were very pleasant.
Yeah, they're interesting. They're down here playing basketball in Frogtown.
West Palm Lake Parkway. Coming to Canard.
There we go. Rescom.
Happy, West Palm Lake, is he coming up to Canard?
A196, I'm coming.
Westbound what?
Legacy Canard.
Plate and vehicle description for now.
Maplewood.
License plate, Juliet 10. Copy 2242.
I'll turn around east and hold it there. What the hell? Oh, I think it's this one.
241 PPV. 4425, still continuing. West Palm Lake Parkway, passing lane.
Alright.
544 University Avenue West.
Copy, still West Palm
You
Lake.
copping Legacy and Canard?
Copy 2243.
25 going southbound on Hazelwood from Legacy.
That's Nicole's home district.
Southbound Hazelwood.
Oh, that was nice of those cars.
Clear right.
4339, I copy this traffic. Just put this one.
Calling at 10-1 for 4425. Calling a stolen vehicle. Southbound Hazelwood from Legacy.
Stolen vehicle.
We're all going to try to get ahead of you for 6.
How's it look? Right, I got lost.
Clear.
425, signaling going westbound on Beam Avenue from Hazelwood.
Oh, come right to us there,
Westbound on
bud.
what?
Beam.
Westbound Beam from Hazelwood.
Beam dead ends there at
4337. I'm out with them. Somebody's occupied by.
Stand by.
Gray Honda CRV.
4425. Occupied at least one. I'm not sure. I can't see the other vehicle.
Let's go to Pat's house. Don't hit me in the head with all those
Not
things.
gonna hit you. Figuring these things out.
Just the good ones are the good ones. One of them's been run over.
We won't be chasing it. It's up our county on the sticks.
White Bear, Maryland, trying to get ahead of you.
4425. Signaling to go northbound. Having to come from Beam.
It's going northbound.
On what?
61. Right where we're at. From Beam. Stand by. Good.
Yep. Gray Honda CRV.
Stolen car. Maplewood's. It's signaling. It hasn't left yet.
Northbound 61. I'm going to take it first on.
Yeah, let you guys know that. I'm not sure.
Stopping around line 2245. 122. I'm gonna keep going north on Fletcher. I'll try to cut you off.
Clear GOA.
2755, 2400. We're coming from 36 and 61.
There's another car up ahead of us anyhow. I'm gonna get there before you.
Copy 122. I sent in the assist call to your screen if you could call 102 prior to calling.
Ask him where he's at. Where's the car?
Are you still at Beam?
We're northbound. Approaching 694. 61.
We're good. Just make sure he keeps telling me where it is.
Keep updating, please. We're coming up on you quick.
On the ramp to go, sorry, lane to go westbound 694.
180.
Westbound 694.
Change my call address to 680.
Emily, if you want to try a pinch or you just want to let the county take it, have you go. Go ahead.
I have to get to you.
Margaret, minus 13, our van is Charlie 119. Yeah,
Is that just on east?
West.
I know, but is that the radio?
Got a couple of county cars on 51. I mean, we'll pull off a second. 36
Where is the car?
We are about to get on West 694 from 61. Update us.
4333. We are westbound 694, approaching 35, continuing 694.
Copied. We're getting on the freeway now.
Just let him have the air so he can keep updating me because I want to know.
Juliet Tango
I want to know where it goes here. I don't want to step on him.
Tommy. But it's going to be Juliet Tango.
Gray Honda case number 065890.
All tied together.
What is it, north or south?
You're welcome.
Which way on 35?
We continued westbound 694.
Still west.
We're approaching now. Split here.
See, 35 is confusing because that's 35 there.
Copy.
I assume he hasn't lit him up yet, huh?
No.
Still westbound 694. Looks like we're going to do 35 east south.
Okay. Looks like. Looks like. What are we going to?
Copy. Let me know which lane. I'm 36 and 35 right now. I'll try to get 6 ahead of you.
Right in front of us, huh?
Currently south, center lane committed southbound 35.
Center lane committed south, so he should be just
right up there, yeah.
Southbound 35 east center lane.
There's a decent amount of traffic, so I don't know if we're going to be able to lose things here.
No.
Airing information on West cars on a vehicle that county is following. Southbound 35 Elo Canada Road. It's going to be a stolen vehicle. Juliet Tango 012 East. 2013 Honda CRV.
Should we just put it on here? Maybe even louder.
Currently not in pursuit, just following behind. They're on LTAC 1 and then right at southbound 35 and 36.
2775.
It's right in front of us. You know, can you pick out which car?
You guys have a bunch of cars here now. I'm here.
I think that's it that just moved over into the right, into the lane. We are in.
Light it up.
No, don't light it up. It's just.
Just wait until you get to the 36 split, please.
Might be going west on 36. In a lane to go westbound 36 and 35.
Yep.
Hit that Hamlin.
Copy, to the west on 36 from 35.
Let's just stay there.
Working headed westbound.
What's on 36?
We'll maneuver him. We'll get around.
Alright, just hang on 1 second if you wouldn't mind. I'm just gonna merge back on.
We'll just throw some sticks. We'll just go by him, get some sticks out of him.
Just following. Speeds at 48.
Speed 48.
Oh, that's 6 of Bill.
We're all gonna get stuck.
Let's play it up. Are you ready with sticks? Let it up.
Not yet.
Oh, well, there we go.
The problem is these Mayput cars, if he runs, the Mayput cars aren't going to be able to chase him.
Now we're lighting it up. It's not stopping.
Well, that's not good.
Lighting up, not stopping.
Leaving.
Yep.
27 down in behind it. Speed is 90. Westbound 36 coming up on deal.
I don't approve of that tactic.
Nope.
Speed 90 coming up to do on right lane.
4172, I see you.
Hope that
Slowing down, speed 75.
I hope that wasn't a
lane,
stick I just
get up
hit.
at Dale.
Right lane, signature up on do, coming down.
And did exit Dale. Speed 52.
You're able to get in front of them.
Yeah, but yeah. So I would have been able to if they hadn't put the red lights on, too.
Yep.
What the hell happened there?
Copy, pulling over on ramp up Dale.
Wrong stop.
Copy, fine.
Hands out! Hands out! Hands up, both right there. Perfect. Anybody else in the car with you? All right. Keep your hands right there.
Don't do nothing stupid.
I got hands.
779.
2236 Uni with BMW. I'll get you back here inside.
Hey, Pat.
2236 Uni. 2252.
You just said focus. Thank you.
His vehicle is Bravo Kilo Victor 431.
Little reflection off the window there, huh? Little reflection.
I gotta tell that one they have to go.
Oh my god. It's yeah.
Somebody?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. How do you know?
He's live, bro.
How are you? Okay. Good, good.
You guys do a little bit.
What do you guys eat?
I need my 4 months.
Homeless? Okay.
Kilo Alpha Tango 043.
How you doing?
Good,
All right.
Good.
Pretty good.
2772.
Received it is showing clear on 2003.
Can you give me the last word of it on
No
this
wonder they're
CRV?
sticking together.
Funny, buddy.
Last for the 9364.
All right, copy that for next thing.
2254.
Paramedics for a 17-year-old female, conscious breathing, mental health, so You can have a station nearby to this.
Starting medic, Unit 2245.
Don't yell at me again.
That worked out well.
Yeah. 2772.
Get your hands up!
I'll be telling that story soon.
So will I.
2772.
Okay. Well, I see Mark Suki, Chad,
You still need me to keep the patch with
Nicole.
CAT team members. Darren's
No,
here.
you can hold it, thank you.
There goes Darren.
I'll be taking on the patch with LTAC on 2256.
Young man decided since they were actually going to pursue me, I think I'll stop. Right?
Yep.
I mean, that's the thing. If they think you're not going to pursue, they won't stop. But if they know you are, they will. There's a thought, huh? What the heck?
Who'da thunk?
Who would have thunk?
Well, I've got to tell the lighthearted.
No, don't tell that story. That'll live in infamy. It's like don't tell.
I'm already going to be told about it.
Why? Who?
Everybody there says they're going to be telling that story everywhere.
Everybody
they go.
there, but 10,000 people don't need to know it. All right. I mean, no, it's all good. It's all good.
It was funny.
It was funny. It was funny, and sometimes there is a person hiding in the back seat, right?
well, now you're giving it up.
No, I mean I couldn't tell. Oh, go ahead and tell it.
So this is great. They've got the guy out. They've got him handcuffed. Everybody's basically around the driver's door, and I see this blonde-haired woman in the back seat.
Well, I wouldn't have even admitted to that. See, you got to think about your line. You got to think about your line. A person. You're not.
And I yell, "Get your hands up!" And the blonde-haired Maplewood officer standing next to that window looks at me.
No, she looks in first.
Yeah, she looks in
She's
first.
Like, who's he yelling at?
Who's he yelling at?
Yeah.
It was her reflection I was yelling at.
Yeah, well, in your defense, number one, a lot of these windows today have tinting on them that you see a lot of reflection. Okay, plus the added rain caused an additional reflection issue for you. All right, but what else was a factor? I have no idea, but it did look, I mean, even from my side of the car where I was looking, it did look, you could tell there was a reflection of a person in that window. So Pat wasn't going to believe the driver.
But that was probably about a 8-year-old Honda CR-V in mint condition, and it was recovered in mint condition.
Well, there you have it. And you got a bird's eye view. Sergeant Suki and the Maplewood officer. I think we were third on the scene there.
That's funny. Lyndon says, it's okay. I sometimes yell at my reflection in the bathroom mirror before I've had my coffee.
Well, the only advantage of that versus getting ahead of it and sticking it is that the people get their car back without flat tires.
Right.
Right.
Very true.
You're a good sport for telling the story.
And a side note to it is that same officer was talking to, I think, the sergeant who had arrived. They were back behind our car, and I said, there she is again.
Now that's funny.
And she said, stop yelling at me.
That's good. Good humor. Good humor.
Be out at the
13 minutes left in the third.
Tell them to put me on a different call.
Still 3-1.
Oh, that's good. That's awesome.
Copy. It looks like that call was just closed. Did you need me to reopen it, put you on it?
Be in the driver's seat then, man.
No, I'll be clear. Thank you.
Copy.
Well, that goalie, our goalie, I think it's the goalie that played in the first game that's playing. He's amazing.
Good stuff, huh?
Really. But Dallas has an outstanding goalie, too. I mean, both are really, really fine teams. The one thing about Dallas is they like to draw penalties.
Code 122, check your
In order to do that, they embellish their falls a little bit.
Yeah.
Embellishment. Actually, a player got a penalty for embellishment, but if you get hit, they'll go flying. Like, oh.
Excuse me.
I took an allergy pill today because last night they were. You'd rather not feel like the lug nuts are about to fall off.
Right.
University of
Copy.
Well,
yeah, we drove through a neighborhood where we freeze occasionally.
There's paper towels back there if you want them.
Oh, I'm good. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. That's what I use when I blow my nose. Bounty.
122.
I gotta go to that macaroon place there. I'm a big fan of macaroons.
Copy. Can you check the area of Linwood
never
Rec
been
Center,
there.
860 St. Clair Avenue?
Big
Caller
fans of
said there was a
macaroons.
white four-door sedan with 6 juveniles hanging out of the windows and riding on top of the vehicle.
Where's that?
Finding something unknown around. Vehicle last seen southbound on St. Clair. Just now, unknown plate.
St. Clair doesn't go south.
Nope.
Copy, map.
2304.
Oh. White four-door sedan, 6 juveniles hanging out the windows, riding on top of the vehicle, waving something around.
Probably Wild fans. Where is it at?
Linwood Rec Center.
Okay. Well, there have been some problems.
I'm guessing southbound on Dubner from St. Clair.
Yeah. Or the people don't know north and south, and it's just eastbound on St. Clair down the hill. All right, you got my radio over there.
Oh, yeah. Somewhere.
Yeah.
Squad 111. 756 North Snelling Avenue at the Speedway. Staff would like to report a couple of disorderly people that were in the store and possibly stole items. Time delay is an hour and a half.
Copy.
You probably sit
2305.
Yep.
That's where we usually find them.
Yep.
That's where I usually find the remote at home, too.
Mhm.
Well, it's not me sitting on it. It's usually Rocco. Rocco. Sometimes Rocco even changes the channel. Well, let's go down to St. Clair, see
5184.
what's going on with those kids hanging out the windows.
5184. Sierra caller in the RV or the Roseville Police night entrance on a citizen's assist.
122 RV.
4 copy, 5 Tangles, Tennessee.
2306.
Copy.
Jessica Cruz from the Oxnard, California Police Department was recently awarded Dispatcher of the Year Award.
2306.
Shout out to you, Jessica, and thank you for your service.
Awesome.
From us and from Brad McElmurray. Joy Smith, April 16th, had a birthday, as did Nadine NK. Happy birthday to Vanessa from your mom, Lisa Rosella. You turned 31 on the 14th. Susie Lenz's granddaughter turned 6 on the 14th. Ricky Chambers, 56 on the 15th. Kenny Briggs, also 67 on the 15th. 13 years retired from the Sheriff's Office. Thank you for your service and happy birthday. Matt Carroll, April 15th, at his birthday. Mama Lewandowski, Mama Lou,
Copy 2307.
and her twin both had their birthdays on April 12th. Well, being as they're twins, I'd imagine they were both on the same day.
Code 4 with the parties in 2307.
Mary Kay Rudine turned 74 on the 14th. Ashley Marie is coming up May 6th.
That'd be code 4.
Chris Sheffield, May 8th. Linda Bonzi, April 14th, from your daughter Michelle and from us. Bruce Whipple turned 65 on the 15th of April. Angelina Henderson turns 18, April 22nd. Jerry Stapleton, April 11th is his birthday. His 22-year-old son has left for the Air Force. Thank you to your son for his service. Happy birthday, Angela Henderson, 18 on April 22nd. That's tomorrow. Colleen Kelly's grandmother turned 102 on my birthday, April 13th. Happy birthday to you, Colleen. To your grandmother, Colleen. Happy birthday, Thelma Jorvie, April 15th. Minnie Emmons, April 13th, from husband Kenny. Bonnie Damaris' husband turned 53 on the 20th. Jay Jurgens, April 16th, from your son Kirk and us. Brandon J. from Blaine turned 40 on the 16th, with love from Nikki and the family. Linda Bell turns 75 on April 24th, from Danny Satter and us. David Frampton turns 53 on April 21st, from Broadstone, Dorset, in the United Kingdom. Happy birthday and or congratulations to all of you.
Whiteberry Hill, Minnesota, George X-Ray, Roberts, 209.
Bravo 586.
Copy with that, Whiteberry Hill, please. Bravo 586 tonight, 2309.
Those are the ones from Steve Linders.
Yeah. Speaking of, you mentioned Angelina. You remember the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
With Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt.
Yeah. And I watched it last night. And there wasn't really that much good on TV. Who knows? It could have been the night. I might have watched it the night that the Timberwolves were losing. But in either case,
51,
kind of a fun movie, right? Between those, that's how they met. That's how they got together. They were filming in 2003. The movie came out in 2005, but Brad left Jennifer when he met Angelina. I don't know if you know all that stuff. I wouldn't normally know it, but I have sources.
Well, I'm kind of a fan of Angelina Jolie, so I keep track of her whereabouts.
That was a really a fun, kind of a fun movie. I mean, my favorite line is there, hey, your car's a little too far out into the street. When the neighbor's walking down with their butt, it's a long story. There's always one neighbor that is concerned about where your car is parked, right?
Right.
242, your radio cut out.
If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch it sometime. If you like action spy movies,
Copy that.
a lot of special effects, not really gruesome violence, but just there was shots fired down here. Well, there we go. Stand by for impact.
White female 20s, black zip-up hoodie, gray pants. Towards Smith.
You got your mace?
Oh, yeah.
I got the cuffs.
I don't have my holder anymore.
Oh, well. What was the description of the...
Black hoodie, gray pants.
White girl? Or
White female.
White female. Okay. We're looking for a suspect in an assault. That's definitely not him. And looking for a white female. I suppose we should sneak through this red light with a quick blast of red so she doesn't get away.
122.
I think you said intoxicated too, right?
Clear 5. We can take another pending.
Copy to 93 North Lexington. Callers in Unit 4 said the residents that are in Unit 5 have been in a verbal altercation for a couple hours now.
Copy.
2313.
Sheriff's car, you wouldn't think she'd walk right by that, would you?
Somebody's screaming and running right here.
Looks like, come on. Guys, they probably followed him, huh?
Here. Somebody's already here.
Huh?
Cop's already here.
Is there a west car that can start for a wrong way driver? A gray Ford pickup driving eastbound in the westbound lane to University and Dale. Copy.
Are we looking for anybody or are we not? No, did you see the call here? No. Yeah. Evan called, said he got assaulted.
Are you Fletcher?
Yeah.
Hey, Fletcher.
How are you?
I'm Jenny Julia.
Jenny, how are you? Nice to see you. You're all grown up.
I'm all grown up.
Let them know it's impending.
Hey, good work, you guys.
Thank you.
We're going to stop in here and see...
I actually saw you at the Buffalo Wild Wings in Roseville not too long ago, but I was with my son, and my son goes, man, that's Bob Fletcher.
Don't go anywhere.
Oh, it's Bob in there. Hey, Bob. Hi, Bob.
I'm Pat.
You're Pat. Sorry.
Pat, are you on a ride along or are you?
No.
Nope.
He's Bob's partner. That's Bob Fletcher's partner. Hi, I'm
Hi.
Jenny. I'm Jenny Bruley.
Hi, Jenny.
It's so nice to meet you. I watch you guys all the time on Live Patrol or whatever.
That's actually
on
Bob
Facebook.
Fletcher right there. Like,
Yeah, Bob Fletcher.
And
went there.
he's the one who went inside.
That's him.
So
Yep.
Bob used to live on 17 something Blair, and my mom lived at 1737 Blair. So when we were kids, I used to go like trick or treating at his house.
Okay.
Like he knew my dad and stuff. You know what I mean? So I was like 6 or 7 or 8. I don't. He probably knows because the cops used to come to my house all the time because my parents do like to party. Okay, but yeah. So I think they moved when I was like 8 or 9 or 10 or something.
Oh, okay.
But it's very nice to meet you guys.
Likewise.
I watch you guys on Live Patrol, and you guys are fucking awesome, by the way. I am a huge supporter. and I love you guys, and you guys do a great job, and I love that you guys do that live, like rolling around the city.
We're live right now.
Roll around through the Midway, man, because that shit is bad.
Getting crazy.
That's where I live. I live with my mom again in that house that I grew up on Blair, 1737 Blair, and it's bad.
I'm working. I wish I could be at the game. Nice to see you.
Bob,
Yes.
do you remember the Bruleys from
Yeah.
Blair?
Yes, yes.
That's me. I'm Johnny Bruley.
I know, you
remember
grew
my
up-
dad, Tim Bruley?
Yes, of
We used to go
course.
trick-or-treating at your house and stuff.
4-1 the Wild. They scored again.
4-1
Did they? Woo!
I heard the screaming in there. Hang
Oh,
on,
my
here.
son
Hold
plays
on a second.
hockey for Roseville.
You assaulted that? Yeah, of course. It's all on camera.
Man, you guys, people love you guys.
Thank you.
We need to meet more people that do what you guys do. And
That's the eventual goal.
Bob's got my vote for my whole life.
Awesome.
Forever.
242 case
Forever.
number is 065.
Excuse my language, but it really is. And he needs more support. And everybody in the neighborhood wants him.
Copy 2317.
We need his support. We need him. And they are not listening to us.
He's not going anywhere.
I need to tell him.
Tell her to come back. Tell her to come back here. Yeah, don't tell her the cops. Tell her to come back here. Tell her to come back here.
So, you need medics or anything? No.
Okay. How are you?
Hey, Meech.
I live with my, I had to move back to my house. It was at 1707 Blair Avenue, right down the street from your old house. Because I used to go trick or treating at your house when I was real little. Probably don't remember me, but and okay, I know you're busy, but I just big sport. Okay, and they vote for you, and I support you, and I will fight for you. Yeah. Okay. Go wild. This part. 4-1. Wild. Let's go. Hey, keep it up.
Yeah.
I love you.
I'm going to check. I got to do something here.
Bye,
Pat,
Pat.
See ya.
can you see if there's a car en route here? Tell them that
She forgot something here.
The suspect said she's coming back to get her phone,
Yeah, that's what I was.
but it's still impending, right?
Apparently.
Or no? There's cars coming.
Okay.
If it's not impending, we just want to get somebody. I'm going to turn around.
Okay. 2755.
2755.
The McGovern suspect is supposedly on her way back now to get her phone. And the manager is up front, waiting for the squad.
276, copy.
28, did you copy?
I copy.
I think we'll turn our lights off.
1919.
That's you. I'm gonna let you guys take this spot.
Code 111.
Hey, St. Paul squad's right here. You're gonna handle everything.
111.
Can you call operator using console 30, please? Can you do it?
276, we got a possible match. So suspect walked in
23.
correction southbound on Chestnut, or friend, the entrance of the parking ramp.
Southbound on
Copy,
Chestnut.
5320.
You know, when you assault the manager of a bar, probably not a good idea to leave your phone behind.
And her ID.
We're going to be underneath the ramp.
Copy, 288 underneath the ramp, 2320.
What does that mean? In here?
I don't know.
Five 3-4.
534.
Advise of comments. 526. Show me on 533.
Copy 23-1. 23-21.
Well, he must have found it there. We got semis honking at us now. Well, there's some friendly wild fans there, right?
Indeed.
280.
288.
That'd be cool for. We're gonna detain suspect for right now. Can you start medics? Conscious breathing female, bleeding from the mouth.
Copy 23-21. Are they cleared in?
8 firm.
23-22.
I think she's very drunk.
I think that would be a good bet.
He said the manager said he's got it all on film.
Nice.
So, which is good because you never know what some suspects are going to accuse you of, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll go down here and just see a few of the fans leaving the XL Energy Center, the victorious Minnesota Wild. They're really going to block the street on us now, aren't they?
Yep.
Well, we can sneak by, I think. I think we got a chance. I think we got a chance of sneaking by. Are you going to let us by? There you go, there. Partners. Okay.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes left.
534.
534.
533 can cancel. There's just a cleaning service inside the bank.
Copy 533. You can code.
23.
Oh, wow.
And copy 10-8.
The Victory Zone. I like that name.
Victory Zone for that
7th
street?
Not
Yep.
at this time. 23-23.
Yeah, I like it.
122. 122.
Well,
23-23.
been a busy night. By the way, I don't know if it was last Friday or the Friday before that. I think it might have been last Friday. Was it kind of busy last Friday?
Yeah, I think it's been
My wife,
busy the last couple.
my wife said, see if you can push it just a little to get the street in the middle there. There you go. My wife said that it was an active night last week. I don't even remember, to be honest with you, because the days we do, we're out on the street. Other days that we're not recording. But I do know that one of the last 2 times we were out, we had they give us stats on what the average watch time is.
Mm-hmm.
And normally the average watch time for YouTube is like 30 minutes. Where people watch for, and that means some are watching for 2 hours and some are watching for 2 minutes,
Right.
But normally the average watch time is 30.
5-1 Wild.
Open netter, I bet, huh? That is awesome. And last week the average watch time was 50 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, which was the third highest average watch time ever. Part of that's because maybe we weren't buffering too much. If it ever buffers and stops, and people have to log off back on, and then it shortens their watch.
Oh, you know what it was last week?
What?
Was that pursuit into Minneapolis where the guy had the 2 guns that Chad took off him? Wasn't that Friday?
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
Yep.
It was. Yes. Pursuit into Minneapolis. But it's interesting, that some nights, and in terms of views, when the snow was 2 or 3 weeks ago when it was snowing, it's a high number of views. Not really average watch time, but people like tuning in to see other people's misery. And be thankful they're not in the snow. So
164.
I just thought that was an interesting tidbit.
Very much so.
We are going to try to launch Nicole's camera at
Copy,
midnight
regions at
tonight. For those of you
2326.
that are wondering, we're going to take a short break and launch her camera at midnight, assuming she's through booking a prisoner, which she probably is not. But when she gets back out there, we'll... Nicole has been working really hard all week.
Yes, she has.
Man, oh man, oh man.
The whole cat team was hitting it pretty hard this week.
2327.
Yeah, I sent him a meme. Maxwell Smart. Missed it by this much.
Yeah, I remember. I remember quite well. Hey, he ran over the spring on the stop sticks.
Oh,
he missed the stop sticks, but he did hit the spring.
There. I got some Subway cards. There. Ask him if they want some Subway.
Hey, you guys want some Subway cards?
Subway. One each.
There's one for you.
Subway card.
One for you.
$10 a piece.
One for you.
Can I get one for my kid?
We got.
There you go.
Yeah.
Can I get one for my son?
That's for you. We'll see if we got enough.
This guy's giving. No,
you already got one.
That's oh, wait a minute, I got one more.
Yeah.
There you go. God bless.
All right. God bless you guys.
See you there.
Everybody cool?
Very cool.
653
Thank you.
Beltier Street, Unit 105.
Take
Caller
care.
is a 17-year-old. Said mom's not letting her back in the house after an argument earlier.
How you doing?
Jay, copy.
You know, here's the problem. Sometimes
2328.
my wife leaves my credit card in here, Someday I'm just going to give a credit card away.
223.
Yeah.
Clear
Careful
5,
of that.
227. We can start for the Wabasha call. We're in the area.
Wabasha.
Copy 84 South Wabasha Street, the west side flats. Caller said on the Skyview Terrace there's about 15 people being extremely loud. 2328.
Well, that's okay. They can handle that one. I mean, it's not okay, but they don't.
No, we'll let them handle
They
it.
don't need our assistance.
No, because you have to use the stairwell. The elevator's broke down, so we'll let them take care of
Is
it.
that what it says? Well, we can start from the top and prepare ourselves down. I think they broke the elevator on purpose so the cops couldn't get there.
I had channel 3 off.
Okay. What do we got now?
Just a traffic stop. 3 cars are out on it. That's what got my attention. Doesn't seem to be anything to it. They've been out on it for at least 5 minutes. 5-1 final.
That's amazing.
Traffic.
2163, go ahead.
3505 Madness Center Drive with King Adam Williams 682 in the parking lot.
Copy 3505, Madison Center Drive.
had the Saints playing tonight. We had the Wild. It's all good.
Indeed.
Mallory's bar looks like it's
23-6 for a copy to the medical. 838
some good business.
35-year-old female passed out in 513. The 23-3.
There's only one thing left to do. Let's get a Twinkie.
Chrissa Carell wishes happy birthday to Uncle Daryl Payment from Red Lake Falls, Minnesota. She loves you. From your favorite niece, Chrissa. Happy birthday to you, Daryl.
222 on scene.
2332.
Michael Broderick's going to be 52 on April 27th. Happy birthday.
321 and copy north to the 911 hang up. 1100 block of Luella.
Oh, now that was a good one. Somebody sent me a message. The Wild Zone. Kind of like that.
Yeah. I hear a siren. Coming from my left. Is it on the freeway?
I think so.
Copy with the Comfed 2333.
2163, code 4.
2333.
Straight for a while? I don't know. Really.
6 one, half dozen of another. It goes in spurts.
Silver Lake Road is Innsbruck Drive with Minnesota.
I've got to mention this.
019641.
My good friend, retired St. Paul officer Jay Curiel, who was an amazing canine officer, took his canine Havoc to many, many events at Children's Hospital.
Yep.
Havoc passed away 2 days ago. Had to put him down, and I'll tell you, it was very emotional for a lot of people in the neighborhood on the east side who know Jay. Havoc was always out and about in the neighborhood since he'd retired, and was just an amazing dog.
Yeah.
And
it's a very, very difficult thing to do. And I've done it once, and you know, here's the problem. If you're a dog owner and you're ever in that situation, they're going to ask you, would you prefer to be with the dog or not?
Call 42235.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And your instinct is to be with. That's your instinct. I'm not 100% certain that's the right choice.
Well, you know, Havoc had literally saved Jay's life on the job. And another dear friend of mine, Jay's girlfriend, Jackie, always was out and about with Havoc and just loved Havoc. And
well, let me just clear my saying up. Just for the dog's sake, you should be with the dog. All right?
Yep.
No doubt about that. the emotional memories that you're going to go through at that moment will be with you for a long time. But so I would, because I love my dogs, I would never let them go through that alone. But I just know how powerful and painful that was the first time I had to do that. And but I can,
4163, clear
I
traffic.
can still see my dog's eyes staring right at me. It's just
it's tough.
So our hearts. So many have had to do that. Dave Methuselam's family just had a dog that passed away as well. So I don't know. It's just I guess you handle it the same way you would a loved one. You always want to be with the loved one that passes away.
Yep. But a really kind of warm part of the story is that just speaks to
Squad 223, clear advised 227.
when they took Havoc to the vets.
Copy.
The vet said, "Would you like us to bring him in on a gurney?" And Jay said, "Hell no." So Havoc walked in like he owned the room.
I think we better change the topic.
Yeah, that's. I had to say that though. That's had to bring that up.
Because you know what my response is. If my dog walked in like the owner room, I'd walk back out. Okay, he's better. He's better. Oh, yeah, you can really get attached to animals. There's no doubt about it. I mean, to dogs at least. And I'm sure it's true for. I've never really had other pets, but I mean, Rocco is totally a family member. Not only that, he gets priority over everything. The best part is how relaxed he is when he sleeps. He's just like he's a really good sleeper. Dogs really hate lightning and thunder though, man, I'll tell you. That's the one thing. It doesn't matter how far away it is. I might not hear it, know it's even coming, and he just wants to go in the basement.
That's amazing how dogs can sense that.
We had Sibley and 6 with KGC 917.
We left downtown because of all the
Sibley and
traffic.
6 at 2339.
18,000 fans bailing out of the XL Energy Center and cars everywhere. So a little more desolate over here off of Payne Avenue.
Pretty quiet on the avenue. This used to be hopping this time of night.
Metro 5070 for information driving complaint southbound 77 from Diffley. Vehicle described as a white Chevy, possibly Tahoe. Unknown 28 burning its engine, tailgating. Information 5340.
We are turning eastbound on Maryland from Payne Avenue.
Call Mark Suki.
Calling Mark Suki.
I'm going to check on the status of Mark and Nicole.
Yes, sir.
Just checking on the status of you and Nicole and Chad.
We are safe and sound.
Well, I know that. I know. Are you back in service? Are you booking the guy? Towed a car? Where are we at?
He's booked. We got a Victory Coffee, and we're ready to go again.
All right. Well, tell Nicole we're going to put her We're going to put her camera on at midnight.
Midnight is her camera. Okay.
Other cars off the road and
I'll tell her to pull my hair.
keep the path. Info only 2341.
Well, I don't think it'll help.
Oh, she got a hat on. Never mind.
Oh, I thought you said you were going to comb your hair. I not her. Oh, you said she's going to comb her hair? I said, oh.
I said she should.
Oh, no, I thought you were talking about your hair.
No.
That's why I said I don't think it'll help. No, that's why she's got the camera.
Exactly. I'm going to face the radio.
That's Chris.
Yeah.
Like that. But that does it, so.
I do.
All right. Well, do me a favor, will you? At midnight, when we're putting her on, will you meet me at M&H?
I will.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. How's your night, Chris? It's all
Good
good?
to see you, brother.
We're good. All right, very good. We're going down to M&H in a little bit.
Randy, clear on the CAD of 361, 323, and 360.
So for those of you that are watching, we're gonna shut down for 3 or 4 minutes. I know it's a great temptation to go to sleep. And we're gonna relaunch Nicole's camera. And just so you know, our smartest man and his assistant, Andy, have been working on a way to reduce buffering. Now, we don't have it on our camera, but on Nicole's camera, we're gonna program it so that when the bit rate drops to a certain level, that the resolution of the picture might drop. So normally we're transmitting at 720, but it's a pretty good picture. But rather than have everything buffer, the visual image might drop to 480 for a while,
Yeah.
and stop the buffering. So we're going to try that out on Nicole's.
210, you can clear this advised with 222.
Copy 2343.
We're going to try that out on Nicole's camera, see if that reduces the buffering. Basically, it's a program that'll change the bit rate. So we're always experimenting, reduce that buffering. We don't like it either. At least at a minimum, you'll be able to hear Nicole talking without having all that.
Now, is that in effect tonight?
On her camera, yeah.
Okay.
Our camera hasn't been programmed that way, so you're just going to have to put up with buffering.
Aurora on an alarm, unknown audible or silent, covers rear entry door.
Boy, you'd think it was 2 in the morning for that one.
Hey, why is the light red when it says walk?
To give the pedestrians a head start.
Okay. It doesn't know what time it is?
I know what time it is.
No, I mean the stop sign.
223, clear traffic over the CAD with 523.
We got this. We got the criminality surrounded tonight.
Yes, we do.
Roger, 656, champion code 4.
Happy, have a good night. And 363.
So we will be able to switch from Nicole's camera to ours.
Any other spots?
We haven't really used that very much. The buffering has caused us to not want to do multi-cameras, but our smartest men, women, people tell us it's not because of the multiple cameras. Now, Pat and I are skeptics because we don't have as much problem. What's going on here? You see that guy walking up there?
Mm-hmm.
180 EOT.
Copy 180, 146.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
You from England? Are you from England?
No. I was just in the back up at the corner here. Hold on, Jordan. I'm outside.
Did you just drop that guy off or what?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just going to go pick up my girlfriend. I'm leaving them here.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what side of the street to park on, right?
No, I'm just being a lazy ass.
Okay.
All right. Cheerio. Cheerio.
No comprendo.
Yeah. Well, I don't drink. See you later.
120. This is looking like an attempted carjacking. I'm trying to get more info.
Where we go? 120.
Here.
Attempted
Copy,
carjacking.
looking like an attempted carjacking. Attempting to get more info at 2347.
844 Aurora. 120?
Yeah. Well, that's its squad number.
Yeah, and that's
What's it say?
audible alarm.
Huh. Well, maybe she was getting carjacked and she hit the alarm.
So 1 and 2 must be tied together.
I don't know.
Because it came from behind me.
Well, is there another 20?
120. The victim's pretty shaken up here. She's saying that there was 2 black males, about 17 to 18 years old, happened just a couple of minutes ago. They both fled eastbound on Aurora, and one did have a firearm.
Okay. We did have a group of kids.
Copy, 2 black males, some just carjacked the victim, 17 to 18 years old, both fled eastbound on Aurora. One had a gun. 2348.
Well, we should probably run
I'm going to work in a better description here. Again, she's a little shaken up.
Copy, 2348.
Should I let the Sarge know we're headed there?
John, Tom, 102, checking the area on that.
Listen, you're better than us.
Copy, 102. Thank you, 2348.
Good point.
They don't miss much. But you're going to tell him so he doesn't have to come in M&H. That's probably not a bad idea because I don't think we'll be back in 15 minutes.
120.
Hey, Sarge, we're going to head to that attempt carjacking on our road.
For clothing description, I got one of them was wearing a light blue jacket. The second party is wearing a dark blue jacket. In the transition.
Copy, one wearing light blue jacket, the other wearing a dark blue jacket. 2348.
Well, you don't see that every day, do you, Pat?
Nope.
A suspect wearing a light blue jacket.
The one with the dark jacket had the firearm.
Well, there you go.
Copy, one with the dark jacket has a firearm. 2349.
Usually it's almost always dark jacket, black jacket, dark jacket.
102, I see 635 is responding. Let's start setting up a perimeter.
Black 49er, I didn't see anything coming westbound 94, taking the northbound 35E exit.
What's that?
Copy that.
I don't know. Black, it's a state patrol number.
Yep.
But it's just gonna have to. I don't know if it wasn't stolen. Good luck with that. Did you find it?
It's on the east, but it's in a different zone.
Oh, there you have it.
Wait for it to scan over.
Squads are now patched from channel 3 at
Clear.
102, we're going to set up at Fiskin Central for the southeast portion.
421. Copy, Fiskin Central for the southeast portion. 2358.
120 with further info.
There, check that out.
120.
The victim can identify suspects. And as she was trying to park the car, they forced her out of the vehicle. They attempted to start it. When it didn't work, they fled on foot.
Forced her out of the vehicle.
Copy. They forced her out after it didn't work from
There we go.
trying to start the vehicle. 2350.
Stand by.
Clear.
We're headed over to 844 Aurora.
Do we need flight?
2 suspects tried to carjack somebody. Now,
They're available. That'd be great.
question is, do they live in the area?
Victim saying there's also a light truck possibly involved.
Okay, there we go.
Unknown, parked about a block away to the east.
That might be.
That had followed the suspects eastbound.
Could that be the white SUV?
Unknown if they got inside that.
Maybe.
White truck.
Copy, 2251.
I'd really like to ask trucker SUV.
186 to 120. But
They'll stop either.
on our shots fired, called the suspects were seen leaving, maybe in like a white SUV.
There you go.
Suburban thing.
Somebody's doing our job for us.
She's confirming it is a truck, not an SUV.
Okay.
Copy.
They're still going to want a car.
Number 065938.
Something.
065938.
Copy, thank you. Please advise.
Clear.
2352.
So if you remember,
116, what was the time delay?
Dale Street is 620 west and Lexington is 1100 and
120 the time delay.
Victoria's 860. So
Clear.
we're headed down in the area of Dale, Victoria. Aurora, of course, this is like 2 blocks from Rev Spence's house.
120.
I'm guessing he's out looking for him.
Did we have a time delay?
From the time that I arrived on scene, it was 2 minutes prior. So basically, roughly right when the alarm went off.
What kind of alarm?
It was a house panic alarm.
Well, she ran in.
115, did you copy that?
Less
Copy.
Oh.
2353.
Well, do we move back one more east to Avon and Central?
Copy, Avon and Central 2353.
116, I don't know what we have for resources, but we should probably use Dale as our east border.
Copy. Copy, 2353.
What did he say?
Use Dale as the eastern border if there's enough people.
Well, we had some calls earlier today about kids. Yeah, kids the wrong word. Youth with masks.
2025, I'll be at Aurora, Grotto.
Darren, he's out there.
Copy, 2025 Aurora, Grotto 2354. 635.
I just followed the female saying there's a high likelihood these gentlemen got into that white truck, but we're going to give Dale a college try. If I can get 2 more officers at my location to assist with the track.
So that's new information. A high likelihood they got into the white truck.
2354.
You think stay here or go look for the white truck? Go ahead. You want to look for the white truck?
Is there another squad?
I think we pretty much have to wait for the white truck to strike.
Yeah.
Copy 111.
Hopefully we'll see it
Copy 142. 111, you can clear.
parked somewhere.
2354.
I hear the helicopter. You?
Yep.
Information for West Squads. We're patching with METAC 1 for this incident.
There you have it. I don't know. We could go back and run a few through the neighborhood, but
Flight, were you trying to flag us?
usually they have a getaway plan.
Earl Brandon at Avon and Central.
Maryland and Whitey. Foxtrot, Lima, Sierra 192.
Maryland and Whitey at 2355.
Well, a helicopter will tell us whether they got any heat signatures.
116, just perimeter squad college spots. I'll be at Dale and Central.
Copy, Dale and Central 2355.
I wouldn't drive that thing if it was me, though. I'd just park it and go into a bar or something. Unless it's stolen.
If you're old enough for a bar.
Unless it's stolen, yeah. Unless it's stolen.
High likelihood.
High likelihood.
113, we're at Avon and Fuller.
Copy, Avon and Fuller 2356.
We should buy a bar. I think we'd be good bar owners.
Absolutely.
A safe bar, friendly bar.
Bravo 201, I'll be out to you.
Have a good night, 2356.
Turn rate on METAC 1. Do we have last little direction? 14
We could call it Cheers.
Have a good night, 2356.
Think that name's been used yet?
I say the 10-7 lounge.
He's phone from the house.
That's not bad. How about the 2400 Club?
What's the house address? 844 Aurora. 4 Aurora, thank you.
We're north of where they're searching. We're going to head down there. But if she thinks they got into that white truck, They're probably going to strike somewhere else soon. Just a question of how far out of the area they'll go to strike. This actually isn't the most common area for carjackers to hit.
635.
635.
Announcements have been given. We'll be starting our track.
Copy, starting track at 2357.
Not bad, Chris. The backseat lounge.
Yeah. You know, there's in Cape Coral, there's a restaurant there. What the heck's it called? They're all four, you know.
Bravo 443.
Ford was from down there, vacation down there. But they have all the booths are like cars.
Oh, cool.
Where you're sitting in a Ford. I forget the name of it. Edison? Drive down here, see if the Rev wants to run out. Ask for help. Rev to the rescue. So, sometimes they're co-conspirators. Drop them off and then leave them to fend for themselves. One of them had a light blue jacket. Backseaters, light blue jacket. So the squads have established a pretty good perimeter.
242.
Helicopters up.
Westbound on 94 from area.
The only problem could be if they got in that white truck and drove away.
Westbound 94, and what was the cross?
Marion Street.
And not unusual for them to run over to Minneapolis and try to steal a car instead, where they figure maybe Minneapolis isn't looking for them.
We're going to be at 833 Central.
Copy, 833 Central. 30 minutes.
I love hearing that helicopter up.
Yeah. It's the most bad. We talked about that today with, or yesterday with the commissioner and Colonel Langer.
Information for squads near RN Fisk. We have a call-in pending for a suspicious caller stating that she hears people outside of our address yelling and screaming, sounding as if they're going to fight. Caller states has been going on for about 15 to 20 minutes.
She didn't give us the address.
Aurora and Fisk.
Okay. Well, that was probably the call.
Northbound 35W from 106.
1 minute after midnight.
That was probably the K9
Copy. Do you want me to leave it open, dupe it in?
Good one, Darren. He's probably the K9 announcement.
Brake checking.
Close out.
Information only 1 minute.
I like that Darren McDonald. He's a great addition to this
He is sharp.
department.
northbound Victoria from Central.
Copy, northbound Victoria from Central.
Well, pretty solid perimeter around here.
Indeed.
Well, we are going to we're going to go and Nicole's camera up and running.
320.
Let you spend some time with her. Call Nicole
320.
Sparks.
Oh, wait, bye.
Calling Nicole Sparks work.
From Ramsey.
Yes, sir.
We are going to try to log off and
Vehicle.
get your camera going in a minute here. So
Not currently, no.
I would just say go ahead and log on, and then Kyle or me will get you started in about 5 minutes. You good with that?
Sounds good. I've had it on and ready for you.
All right, thank you.
Literally listed exactly that with my partner here, so high likelihood that they're going to be out of the area. Response is clear.
High likelihood they're out of the area.
Perfect.
Copy, perimeter response clear.
All right, so we are going to
Station number 065942.
shut down this broadcast. First, we're going to wake up Smartest Man. Okay?
Copy, thank you. Today suffice.
He's like a superhero. You know that, right?
Indeed.
Smartest Man. Make sure we get all this done right. Oops, I think Smartest Man might be sleeping. Hey, this is your backup alarm. Your backup alarm. Beep,
I know.
Beep, 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 beep. All right, we're gonna shut down. Nicole's gonna try to start here, but we'll try to end ours first.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Bye.
All right, folks, we're going to be back with Nick at midnight very soon.